discussed, has taken a bullet to the face.
Yeah, and that might be a problem for Fnatic, the lack of Molotov, well, successful Molotov there. Made its way deep into the A site. The Molotov often suggests a B split. The bomb is headed in that direction, but I don't know if it was originally intended to. So it's very curious to figure out what Fnatic were up to, but JW will be heard by Oskar.
Oh my god.
That is a nice shot. He's got the bomb now, and he just needs to hold this angle. He will do so. Lekro. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Lekro. Very good, quick, crisp aim from the man. He has 1 minute with which to try and salvage this round. Problem is,
like the 30-second mark, 25 seconds, they're going to have to start making their move one way or the other. There is a kind of a crossfire setup where each player... The crazy thing is they're not using the smoke. The smoke is going to fade by the time they want to make their decision and move somewhere, so that's not ideal.
Really looking for that Mousesports overextension, but they're just holding position now. Stiko discovered. Stiko wins the battle with the UMP. Great movement around the corner to really throw off Flusher to win that engagement. Now Lekro in a 1v1 after plant with no idea where Rops is coming from. Can Rops... Ooh, it looks like Lekro heard the footsteps. Rops, he can't come in unknown, but that is pretty... That's gonna...
One issue might have been being in mid for so long, but also they didn't. I think if they had somebody in B apartments, then they'd probably go for a split pretty quickly, which is maybe something to look at in the future. Anyway, Fnatic are on the force buy again, quickly into the A site. Jungle is smoked off, but not connector. They've got the numbers to face these players, and they will trade. Still a man advantage for them. Rops moving into the site. Got a teammate in tow, but he'll get taken down pretty quickly. Stiko has a lot to do here. He's the last man standing for his team. Trying to avoid a 2 versus 1, but Golden will be enough. Using his teammate as distraction, and the force buys will continue for, and Rops is a cleanup man. It's a variation of the SK setup.
And this is a bomb. This is a bomb as well, going alone to A ramp. So the round couldn't be decided just by this 2-on-1 here. Golden may not know it yet, but he's got a huge job ahead of him.
So JW eventually finds his way in. Eventually gets in there. And where are these CTs?
He's heard Oskar running into CT. But timing is going to absolutely ruin the round for Fnatic.
And they've got 2 players playing close pit. That's perfect here. Fnatic can't really do much to stop it. And it's gonna... They have 40 seconds, so they're somewhat committed to this A bomb site, which is the one they're choosing. And Rops is in a fantastic position in the Palace.
It's a cool angle.
That's actually a perfect play from Rops, taking control of Palace. And now you just wait. You are the insurance policy. There's very little chance that Fnatic is going to assume he's actually in Palace still. And it can be so tough to handle this round, especially now that all the rest of the Mousesports players are there to distract.
It's a nice flashbang, but what will they get out of it? Not much. Chris J will take both players down with some support from Rops. Great,
JW trying to keep the effort alive with the Deagle, but it's going to be tough now. He's in the open. Ooh, gets a very nice angle. That is going to make things really scary. Oskar in the 1v1 now. Has to pull out the pistol. And the CZ does it. That's heartbreaking for Oskar at the very least, considering he only just got the AWP.
Yeah, now I think, well, Chris J can drop him one, so they can still get him a weapon as well, which would be nice. Actually, I think it's Rops who's dropping it over, but this A defense has gotten pretty bruised and beat up. That's pretty much the only area where Fnatic's had success. They actually aren't finding a whole lot when they...
Flusher if he goes the other way. Had a flashbang from a teammate, but did not quite hit the mark. Is Flusher visible to Sunny? I can't tell.
No. Oscar's not having a great game with the AWP. He missed a pretty easy shot in the previous round that looked like it might have been able to hit, so I don't actually think he's gotten a kill with the AWP yet.
Yes, last round he did.
He did?
Yeah, right at the end, yeah. But, yes, normally you would expect him to hit those. Sunny, though, triple from him on connector. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful from Mousesports. They spotted the bomb as well, with the push through underpass. Stiko putting the pressure on JW as he tries to edge out.
Default. Anyway, let's see how Fnatic can defend this. So far, so good, but the bomb's gone down pretty quickly, which is good for Mousesports. However, they are losing men all over the place. There's the high ground player gone, leaving Chris J and Oskar in a 2 versus 4. Chris J trying to make plays through the smoke. JW is looking on the corner of the smoke as well. Two sneaky players trying to outsmart each other. There's Chris J asking a lot of Oskar now. 1 versus 2. Going up very widely, running out of bullets, trying to be conservative. The push comes in from JW, and that will be that. An expensive round for Fnatic. Mousesports get the plant.
That's a really, really good round from Golden.
So, Flusher, the Sixth Sense, able to get a smoke kill.
Ooh, this is a big boy play. Ooh, you love this. I'm so excited.
So much information's.
Woo! He even checked it! He didn't check it all the way. Oh, that's awesome. That's the bomb.
Does he realize Chris J is in B? It looks like he does. Chris J, he's got to jump on the box. Oh, he's got the off angle. That is Dirts McGurts. However, there is a player on the back as well, but who's going to find him first? Oh my god. JW somehow steals the round, and the A's trying to fight back. 2 CTs around a connected position, and 1 on short, holding the angle. A wide flash from Oskar. This smoke is commonly thrown by, well, it used to be commonly thrown by T's to jump around these boxes. Does create somewhat of a one-way situation. Don't really see it in pro matches though. Very, very rare. Now Stiko's alone. And now he's joined his brethren.
I think Oskar just missed the timing on when that smoke would fade. Looking in the complete wrong direction whatsoever and completely exposed to JW. This is a solid defense coming out from Fnatic. He's the second one with the bomb as well, but that's great positioning from Chris J. And there's Oskar chiming in on JW. Finally getting into it, and Golden in a 1-on-2. Tough times for him.
Chris J might rotate to CT spawn now, because the bomb's planted for default. And he will slowly do exactly that. Which basically gives him a third man, because Golden doesn't know if he's still in jungle or not. Despite the smoke being there, Oskar can tease, but he doesn't need to necessarily peek, because if Golden pushes forward, then Chris J will have the angle. But Oskar, being Oskar, doesn't need no support fragger. He will just do it himself.
I love that play from Chris, just inside the smoke. This is scary stuff here. Oskar meanwhile with the pick on the rotation, and now they'll get the bomb down. What is happening for JW? He was just sitting in the smoke forever.
That was madness.
I have no idea.
That makes me feel good. I'll tell you why afterwards. But let's see if this can be retrieved. Only 1 flash onto Flusher, which has been deployed. There it is, but still nothing out of this, and that might be the end of the round.
I think that might be the end of the money. I think the money stops flowing now.
I think.
Ooh, nope. They have JW can drop. They'll buy again. Tell us that angle, because that can be such a tricky angle. Fnatic is one of the teams that historically has done a very good job of exploiting a player falling back from jungle, so JW just knows it so well for the pre-fire.
Lots of activity in mid for the Mousesports side. Small gap in the smoke cost him Stiko running past, and now JW's got angles on short, but always easy shot to hit. 1 for 1 will Flusher go, but Lecro's there to clean up further. There is a player on the high ground of B, but the bomb has been lost. Rops is alone now. The money doesn't look spectacular for Mousesports. This is a really tight match so far. JW is there to clean things up, so we'll see what the Mousesports
Dead by the hands of Stiko. Tech9 not even needed to be fired.
Yeah, fair play. Nice kill from Crims. Chris J trying to do too much, I think. There is a flanker coming mid on Catwalk. He's been spotted out. Even if Flusher wins this, though, there's a follow-up flank, so it's a bait and switch. So that puts Oskar in great position to win this round or have significant impact with the AWP. And, oh, this is going to be perfect for him. Oh, they lined up the double!
I knew that was going to happen. I saw it in my mind's eye. There's another one for Oskar. Full annihilation. Oh, the swipe from Stiko.
He even hit the last guy.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
The bomb has been spotted, and there isn't time for a rotation here for Mousesports. So they are moving away from the A site, but they've got 30 seconds. Are they really going to barrel in? They must realize it's an eco. Chris J manages to escape, so it might be that they just try to barrel into the B bomb site, but the rotation has already come in from Fnatic. This is going to be carnage.
Okay, Oscar's in with 1. That's good. Already they had a player coming in from the short position. Stiko. Oh, he will go down, but it should be alright. Oh my god.
They've done it.
Time. Oh man.
Just live.
Crims, you sneaky bastard.
Yeah. So that allows that second player at the B bomb site to be very, very mobile. And I think at this point, I mean, you can see Fnatic is just congregating over towards A. This will be a very tough take, although the bomb is still at the top of mid.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is here for Mousesports. They're running the clock down again. I think this is just going to be a straight loss.
I don't think they've realized that the bomb is top mid. I think that's a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this is a gauntlet run. There are 4 people in the A site!
Oh man, this is not happening at all.
Oh
And disaster
my god.
strikes. Fnatic 16, Mousesports 14.
This is like complexity versus very games.
It is similar, yes. It is actually.
It is, but Stiko is realizing what's going on, and Crims has been taken down, and Stiko's going to make it there before Flusher gets out of the balcony. From 7 to 1 HP, and he is going to get the plant. That is a lot more than you could ask for in this situation, but what more can he do? He's got a P2000. He's got himself 13 bullets. CTs can double peek. They might even triple peek. Sunny's going to be leading the charge. He's going to take one in the face for his team, it seems. Flusher repositioning. There's one shot. He's got to find 2 more, trying to avoid double peek, but he's done all he can do.
That is a heroic effort from Flusher. I mean, getting the bomb down is
top of middle with a minute on the clock, and Flusher stayed around the bottom of Banana. A curious Chris J has been punished for his greediness. He tried to punish the traces though. He tried to punish the reload. No, he's going to play it safe. 42 seconds on the clock, and Fnatic will focus on aim.
That's a fine kill from Oskar though on the arch side, and that's going to really make life easier for Rops, who's just going absolutely ham here on the pit position. Oskar in for the finish, making the FAMAS look like it's actually good.
It's another essentially 5-on-3 that we see lost. Fnatic, I mean, they get the opening 2. That's not an easy thing to do and still remain impactful. But some of the mid-round utility usage for Mousesports has allowed Chris J to get a good angle. Gotta be careful how he plays this. Flashbang is about to come in. There's the push from JW. That's gonna prompt Chris forward. Oh, they've got him right where they want him. He can't get away. He gets 1 kill, but certainly gonna be traded. That's the second time presence from JW in mid has lured Chris J out of his position, and Sunny gets caught in an awkward spot. And it could be a quick save call again from Mousesports, though. They're at least gonna try and see what they can make happen, which at the moment is nothing. Lecro with 1 kill and some damage onto Oskar. Oh god, that's not good.
So Oskar will make his way in with Rops then after that extra kill. Smoke there for Banana, which can allow them to both go through the pool area. And here it is, the push in towards pool. Crims able to easily take that one down. In goes JW through the smoke. And that felt like a really big misread or miscall, or bad communication perhaps from Mousesports, because
That's Chris J, and he still has a smoke, so if they do rotate towards the B bomb site, maybe he will be able to make life even more difficult for them. Flusher is seeking information, but he's running out of time and running out of personnel as well. Does Lecro look to rotate the bomb, although his position is somewhat awkward. His teammate's gone, sorry, the opponent's gone beyond him. And let's see, the 28 seconds left. He's pushing towards A. Flusher still focusing on B, but the bomb is in second mid. 20 seconds on the clock. He doesn't really have time to rotate to B and plant the bomb there. So what is the plan here? Is it Oskar, I think, around the arch position, starting to flank himself perhaps? Or wondering, just trying to figure out where these players are. 28 seconds and now the game is up. It's revealed. Chris J hiding. He is playing to stop the plant if he can. And Fnatic will wonder if anyone is actually on this site, but they will focus on the plant. Ooh, Chris J playing to win the match. There's a kill. Perfect timing as his teammates come around the corner on Banana. Slowly creeping in. Crims knows that he's in a great spot. Looks for the spray transfer, but there are 3 players there, and there's only 1 Crims. It's done. And Oskar has rotated towards the B bomb site. 2 will boost 2. Sunny will be the one to go up. Does Oskar make a rotation towards construction? Sunny is blind. Will he be checked for? Molotov trucks in the meantime. Flusher jumping past the angle, but no one checking the spot. How does this still happen?
Flusher actually kills Lecro. That's so sad. So sad. Sunny straight in through the smoke. Captures 2. Oh, that's a very nice deagle shot to finish things off. Sonny's having a game.
Yeah, he's having himself a barn burner, isn't he? And they're actually, I mean, it's
So perhaps they'll rotate people over. But will it be in time?
nope, it will not be,
Well,
and it's just a USP.
We've seen Chris J, I think, kill 3 people with a USP in this position before. But not this time. Not this time. Oh, left row. Be careful, sir. Be careful. Oh, no! Oh, my God. It's down to 1 versus 1. It's Tico with the deagle. He started things off. Can he finish them? Forcing his way through the smoke, but JW will save his.
It's worse.
Trey difficile.
Makes the play, gets denied as well. Unless Robs kills everyone on A. There's likely no chance for Sonny to get any assistance.
Yeah, but this is really cool from Fnatic. Robs knows they're in A, and he's called it out. His teammate Sunny has rotated towards C spawn, and Fnatic was just hiding outside of B, waiting for the opportunity. It started to look pretty clinical for Fnatic as they ended that on a 5-round streak. Might fall back and just stay alive for his team.
There's a perfect example. Both 2 players landing headshots, but only 1 kill for the CTs. Moving into construction now, jumping all over the place, but it's not enough to escape the headshot. But the trade is there. 3 on 3. Fnatic slowly, quietly creep into the site. Oh my God.
No way.
He didn't even see him! It's surely radar! Surely the radar! That was so bizarre. He turned, he saw him.
That's so weird.
4 computers, or 5 on my own, or even 6. So I would surprise you. A very determined man. Mousesports executing on the B bomb site. Ross knows on a very late lurk, and so far so good for Fnatic on his defense. 24 seconds, and Mousesports have no answer to these kills. Flusher continues to peak, finally gets taken out. Well, what can Oskar do in a situation? 16 seconds. He may opt for damage. Ross is there as well to hold down the angle as they try to play the numbers game against him. So the round will be expensive for Fnatic, and he was trying to make it a bit worse, Oskar, but the AWP...
Yep. Bloody odd job. Anyway, we've got Oskar going for the contact peek here onto the B sites with that AWP. Looking for the picks. Where are these CTs? Oh, we might have seen a trajectory there of that grenade. Oh, but they spot the boost, and Oskar is left with no one to boost him.
It's unlucky for Rops, still drawing his weapon. JW will reposition. This is turning into a mess for Mousesports. JW is everywhere.
I mean, these are kind of cool ideas, but they're happening so late. That boost happened so late in the round that it's like, yeah, Fnatic's wondering what's going on. It's a window where they can make this work. There's only 1 player here. It's Golden. That's a great pop flash, though. He's going to find a gap in the smoke as well. And oh, Oskar, that's a nice fight to win.
Oskar will fall on his sword. 3 on 3 as Mousesports look to plant the bomb. Chris J making plays through the smoke again. And speaking of which, Flutter takes him off the plant. But Stico will get the kill, but there's another CT right there. Crim's going for the same play. 15 seconds on the clock now, and he manages to escape. That's an enormous problem. Rops has to go for the plant, and Crims is just waiting for it. He is just waiting, but smartly, Rops going for the fountain plant. Crims hasn't spotted him just yet, but at least the bomb's gone down from Mousesports. But Rops will go down as well.
There's not much on CT. There's no kits, so they're going to have to make this speedy if they actually want to go for it. But they've got a chance.
The range of their weapons isn't spectacular. They have all the bases covered. 1 player on apartments, 1 player arch, 1 player on short. Golden lining up a Molotov, just waiting for the right time. See where that is headed. Right where Chris J is standing. He will hear the collision. He knows the player is there, but what can he do about it? First fighting with Stico, winning the duel somehow. Chris J with a lovely shot there, but he can't do much more than that. Sonny has to delay, but JW surely does not want to lose that AWP, so he will book it. No kiss on him anyway. And the round will be stolen, but Sonny really needs to get a bit further into the apartments and help his teammate out. Golden will smoke himself to create some space, but playing around the smoke, he won't be at the advantage, and Stiko will punish him for it. Mousesports with a very unlikely round. And look what it's done to the money of Fnatic.
That's they've been waiting for this whole half, despite the fact they haven't got around on the board. They've been getting, consistently 3 kills, 4 kills at times. So I mean, all it takes is that one win, and now they can. It's looked so dire, but that one round win, and it is unlikely. Like, I think both of these teams have actually had a pretty awful.
Although the explosion out onto the mid position will be somewhat successful. Crimson is still hiding there though, and damage is still being done, and the bomb needs to be recollected, and they'll be fine. And everything's fine.
Who was that dropped into a pit? He got so confused by the dead body. He thought the dead body was like an opponent still.
Was it Sunny?
Might have been.
Not sure.
It was good stuff though. Banter.
Top bants. Don't forget a hashtag. Golden. No grenades this time. Just a thing. Oh! That's close. It was close.
I liked it.
He brushed the near. He brushed it.
Frags will still come. Bomb is down, collected now for the plant though, and the rotation of JW might be the biggest issue. He's only coming in from the balcony. Will they have someone able to spot for this? Oskar might get caught, and if he gets caught and Sunny's alone, he can't like his chances. Sunny might have to flank the flank, as it were.
Oskar with another smoke grenade. Sunny's got to be quick. He's got to be really quick. Oh no, he's just a second too late. But he's playing the information game, playing for the 2K. Manages to get a reload in as well. Flusher's picked up the AWP, but Sunny's so smart. He peeks before Flusher can touch the bomb and have a superior angle. And Lecro is taking aggression, so this is falling apart for Mousesports. Oh.
This is a mess, absolute mess. Fnatic just going aggressive all over the place and just catching players off guard. Mousesports rerouting the attack into B, but it's going to take something pretty fantastic for them to be able to actually clutch their way to a win against the numbers here, and rotations in. Golden just sitting there, propped up on the high position. Good for one, and good for another as well. Fnatic 13 and Mousesports 15. They have enough for some AKs at least, but this would be what a peak though from Stiko. But he knows, he surely knows that JW3 here's the scope. JW knows now as well, gets the shot through the wall and gets out.
I think Sonny got hit by a teammate. That's what JW, that was a sound cue that JW needed to know where he's coming from.
That's unbelievable, but what will be the final impact? JW creeping. Golden's the one with the flashbang, but it doesn't come fast enough to help JW. The double peak is surely inevitable here. There it is. Too much to ask for Fnatic. Close, but not quite. Mousesports and some redemption.
That was almost sort of like a 2v5, as it, like just from the perspective of Rops and